Welcome back to Steve Roud Reviews. On the last video I was talking about my solar project where I'm going to take this particular 12 volt LED bulb and I'm going to mount it on a post up at my camp. And today I'm going to show you how this is all going together. Now this is all redneck. You got to be redneck to be able to follow along what I'm doing here. The first thing you got to do is you got to go to your dollar store and get one of these. Now this is just like a regular glass jar. And it's got a screw off lid here. Very simple. How much was this? Well, you take a look at that right there. Now look at that baby right there. Now can you just saunter onto this? Okay, that's not how it's going to go. It's going to go under this lid inside. Now is that smoking good idea or what? Let's go over to the workbench here. I'm going to show you what I got going on. Well, let's get to it right here. I've already got this all mocked up, and as you can see there's something going under there, and I'm going to fasten this lid onto here. The wires are going to go through, along, come out here. Now imagine there's going to be an empty post here, right? That's where all the wires are going to go down, and over here I'm going to use the router, I'm going to use the belt sander, I'm going to use the hole saw, because I don't want to have this sitting that low. I want to bring it up to about flush, right? So let's get to it right now. And you guys follow along and see if you can figure out what I'm doing. And if you're not a redneck, well, good luck to you. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is drill a hole through the top. Now this is actually... Now that's a metal lid as well. So there's the hole through there. Now, I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to drill a hole right straight through the other side, and I'll bring you back. Okay, here we go. We got a 3/4 inch piece of pine board. There we go, right there. Let's just take a look and see what we got so far. Well, that's what we got right there. You see the two marks on the outsides here? Well, that's going to show where the screws are going to go. I'm going to take this off. You can see how that is there. Now all I got is just a bolt going through here. I just take this off and you can see just a bolt through there. But that's just to guide it. What's going to really go through there? The wires. The wires from the bottom of this are going to go through there. So let's get on to the next part, and let's get to her fast. I'm over at the belt sander, and I sanded off the one edge here, and I'm just going to sand off the other one. And if you take a look here, you can see on this one I got a black mark. There's a reason for that. We're going to get to that after this. I'm just going to show you me just doing nothing fancy, just rounding off the corners. Only takes a second. Let's get to it. Nothing fancy, guys, but I just like to round the corners off just a bit. And let's go and make a slot right there with the router. There you go, right there. Let's just take a look and see what we got so far. So, I got the slot here, and as you can see, all the wiring will go right straight down through the center, out, and the wires will come out here. So I put these two in for now, and I've got two more for these two screws here. So that fixture is going to go on there. Now this is the light sensor. If you haven't seen the video where I did all the testing on all the particulars of this particular solar powered light, well, this is the sensor right here, the night and day sensor. So that will be mounted underneath here, and if you can just imagine, there's going to be a post here, a hollow post, so the wires going down through, and it's going to be about 6-7 feet tall, and I'm going to incorporate that digital voltage meter in there as well. So I'll put this all together, and you guys let me know what you think. Well, this is it right here. What do you think about that? Because I'm going to tell you something. This was so easy to design, and like I showed you, the wire's going to come down through the center there in that slot. And just imagine this is going to be on a post about 7 feet high. So this will be the direction it'll be pointed, and the post will be in behind, and that light sensor will be on the back side of the post, because what you don't want is to have right in front of the light. And of course it'll shut it off, right? So this is only going to go on during the nighttime. Now I got to still fabricate the whole post, have all the wiring inside included, but that is a low cost 12 volt LED bulb in there. And I showed the last video how bright that is. It is smoking bright. So on this post that I'm going to have back here is going to be the solar panels. And in the last video I mentioned how many watts think I need to maintain this. Well, I'm going with 3 7-watt panels. And I'm going to show you the whole thing all set up, ready to go. All I'm going to have to do is just flick the switch and show you. But that's it right there. And it's so easy to make. I figure I'm going to do this whole thing for under $35. All I have to do is provide the battery, and I already have that. So thanks for joining me here today, and hope you like this little bit of a redneck adventure and 12 volt solar lighting. You guys come back again if you haven't seen this channel before. Well, you're welcome to subscribe. Cheers.